If you're looking to move into Folsom Ranch and you've seen a lot of these videos saying like under $500,000, you can't do that anymore in Folsom Ranch. Folsom Ranch has blown up. So we're going to talk about who's building out there, the models you can go see, what's to expect in the near future for Folsom Ranch. It's one of the hot communities. Everyone's talking about it if you're looking for new homes in the greater Sacramento area. Let's get started with the video right now. Okay, guys, let's talk a little bit about Folsom Ranch. First of all, Folsom Ranch started maybe about 5 years ago with builders like the New Home Company, Lariat, Taylor Morrison, TriPoint, Signature Homes. You just name them, they were building there. It was basically every single builder that I've seen that has a solid presence in the greater Sacramento area was building in Folsom Ranch. But right now, you have the New Home Company who's basically already sold out of Gold Hill and Silvercrest, and they're no longer building right now in what's called in the Folsom Ranch, Russell Ranch area. You have companies like Anthem United who already sold out their community, Meritage who already sold out their community. Now, so if you're thinking Folsom Ranch and you heard good stuff, who's actually left right now building that you could actually go in to and see models? Now, first of all, let's talk about the people who are building who do not have the models up yet. KB Homes has a new development that they do not have the models up. They actually have an interest list forming. Number two is Lennar. Lennar is starting their, I think their second community out there as well too. It's going to be priced, I think, in the 700s. It's going to be competing probably with Beazer, Oakwood. So it's going to be a really nice community as well too, but they do not have models up currently. So today we're going to talk a little bit about if you go to Folsom Ranch, what to expect. We're actually going to bring in the maps right now and show you a little bit about Folsom Ranch and show you. Okay, so here's the 50 right here. All right, so you go down the 50 and then you exit over at East Bidwell. East Bidwell, you go over, if you're going to Tahoe, you're going to take the exit to East Bidwell and then you're going to go right. Now over here, you're going to see Lennar at Folsom Ranch. That's going to be kind of where you're going to start seeing the Lennar kind of literature for their new community. We're not really sure exactly where they're building just yet. But okay, if you go down East Bidwell, you're going to first see Beazer Homes is right here. And what you're going to notice too, guys, is Beazer's got a very, very strong presence with their Oakwood community. Now, we did a model home tour in Folsom Ranch at Beazer Homes. They have two models currently available. And like I said, guys, what we're going to do is during the course of this video, we're going to show info cards. All these cards are basically over there, and they are actually the models. So you can actually click on the button and you can go over there and take a look at the model tours. Now, Beazer is basically, I'd say, high sixes, probably to the low eights, depending on exactly what lot you wanted. And they definitely charge lot premiums. They definitely do the solar thing as well, too. If you want to purchase it, it's an additional cost. Beazer's upgrades aren't probably the most expensive, like a Taylor or a Toll Brothers. I'd say probably out there getting a nice home, you're talking about maybe $35,000. Floor plans are there, and definitely you should check them out. Oakwood is the community, and that's Beazer Homes. Then you got a big one right there, and I'd say probably the person that's building the most out there is going to be TriPoint. TriPoint's got right now 4 communities: Canterley, Lariat, Eastwood, and Lone Star. All info cards popping up over there so you can take a look at the models. Also, that's our new channel with model home tours and luxury home tours, so please feel free to subscribe. This is going to be more about like telling you a little bit about the facts of the real estate market and what's going on. All right, so Canterley, let's take a look at Canterley right now. Canterley is a nice community. Now, here's the thing, guys. If you're looking for something in the 500s, Canterley is probably where you're going to go to. Probably the high 500s too. It's a shared driveway. Now, the thing about Canterley is that unlike Lariat, it also does have an HOA. And I believe the HOA is about $84, where Lariat doesn't have it. So there's a little bit of difference there. And a lot of people don't like the Canterley models just because there's a shared driveway and a lot of people don't like it. And then when they find out there's an additional HOA there, it just doesn't work for them. I like Canterley. I think the bang for your buck is still kind of there. But I'll be honest, if you go to Canterley, if you go to Lariat, a lot of people go to Lariat just because there's not a shared driveway and there's no HOA. Now, both these communities at Canterley and at Lariat don't allow investors to buy or people looking for a second home. These are more geared towards people who are looking for a primary home, their first home, and that's what it is. So if you aren't someone who if you are an investor looking for your second home, even if you're a cash buyer, they're going to make you sign something that basically states you can't rent it out at least for the first year. So they're pretty strict on that. So just a heads up, that's what you're looking forward to. Okay, so like I said, guys, for Canterley, info cards right over there. Take a look at the models after you're done with this video. Maybe go back. You'll take a look at it and kind of see if they're for you or not. The other one is Lariat. All right, so Lariat, we're probably talking like low 6s to probably low 7s for Lariat. You're talking about kind of the same floor plans you're going to see at Canterley. You're going to see 3 and 2s. You're going to see 4 2.5s. You're going to see probably somewhere between like 1,700 square feet and maybe like 2,400 square feet. Around there, that's where Canterley and Lariat both kind of shine. They're cute homes. They're probably your first home, and they, like I said, they don't sell to investors. They don't sell it to someone who's looking for a second home. In fact, actually, I just put someone in a contract at a Lariat home, and it was, what was it? It was like $620. And there was about $30,000 of incentives as well too. So they're really doing good. Like I said, incentives are out the door as far as 2024, both Canterley and Lariat, as far as I know. These two communities, guys, bang for your buck. If you're looking for a single family home in Folsom and you're saying to yourself, what's the best bang for your buck? There's nothing that touches this. Now, the other community that did touch this for a little while was Taylor Morrison's, which we'll go to in a little bit, their first collection debut. But their first collection over at Folsom Ranch is sold out completely. So now if you're looking for something, maybe like high fives at Canterley or, low sixes, Lariat, it's still doable, but that's basically the price point you're looking at. If you go there right now, look at it. And like I said, Lariat, we're also going to show you an info card right there where the models are, and you can go take a look at them. And that's our second channel that we showcase all the models in the Sacramento area. So if that's you and you're saying to yourself, I want to know about every single model home that's available that I can go into before I take the drive up there, that's the channel to subscribe to as well too. Okay, so there you got Lariat and you got Canterley. Now let's go back to Beazer as well too. A lot of people who get the Beazer home, they realize that Beazer gives some of the most energy efficient builds there are none. They do this double wrap. The other thing about Beazer is these homes specifically, you can get them with a larger piece of land. A lot of them also have RV areas, so you can have an RV pull up as well too. So they're kind of gearing towards like the Folsom Tahoe vibe. If you like your toys, your boat, you want a little bit bigger piece of land, Oakwood by Beazer could be a shot. Like I said, if you guys want to take a look at Oakwood specifically, info cards are right there as well too. Like I said, we'll do this along the way. Now we got Beazer right over there. Now on the other side of the road is Taylor Morrison. I don't know if we could see it right here, but basically Taylor Morrison is building right here. And this is their second big community. The first one was Dakota on the other side, kind of near where Beazer and where where TriPoint is building right now. But Taylor Morrison's building on the other side of East Bidwell. There they have a collection. They have 3 collections actually: Debut, Encore, and Legends. Like I said, Debut is more for that investor who's looking for a home to buy over there too, and that collection is all sold out. And that was actually competitive with TriPoint homes, but now it doesn't compete right now too. So their last 2 collections, info card right here, is going to be their Encore and their Legends collections too. Now, what are we talking about here? Well, with Taylor Morrison, you're going to be talking about maybe like, you got the Ravine floor plan, Highland floor plan that are bigger floor plans, but then you also have some single story floor plans that are in the Encore collection. Taylor's brand in the Sacramento area is very, very strong as well too. Now, pricing, right? I don't know if you're going to be leaving Taylor, maybe if you're lucky, in the high 7s. And then probably you can go over $1 million where if you deck out the Ravine and Highland as well too. So that's kind of what you're looking for at Taylor. Taylor, I see it as they don't have any restrictions. You can buy investment homes as well with Taylor Morrison. So I kind of see it as basically the home that if it's going to be your primary, you're moving into kind of like Folsom and you're looking for something that maybe you can have a pool in. Taylor's brand is very, very strong, especially in the resale market. So I see that happening. Now let's see if we can find the other ones by TriPoint. All right. I don't know if we can do that. Okay. So basically the other 2 communities by TriPoint, and like I said, is Lone Star and Eastwood. Lone Star and Eastwood, and Lone Star right there. And Eastwood's going to appear right there as well too. Okay, so Lone Star and Eastwood are amazing model homes as well too by TriPoint Homes. Now, they're not as popular as Canterley and Lariat. I would say like Eastwood is kind of, I'd say maybe in between. Like if you're not looking for a smaller home like at Lariat or at Canterley, Eastwood fills in that void. I mean, we're talking about the 2,000 square feet, probably mid-range, about 25, 26 is 27. Eastwood's a very nice community as well by TriPoint. And then you have Lone Star. Lone Star is the biggest community by TriPoint out there right now. A lot of Lone Star's community and floor plans compete directly with Taylor Morrison's Legends collection. It competes against the Ravine and whatnot. A lot of people swing to TriPoint just because the floor plan works better for them. Now, one of the things to note in their floor plans is Taylor Morrison's primary bedrooms tend to be the last bedroom you hit in the house, where TriPoint's primary tends to be the first bedroom you hit in the house. Now, I would say probably you're looking at Taylor Morrison's updates being a little bit more expensive. So that's kind of who's building currently right now. Now, honorable mention, Lennar's new community is it has an active, huge list ready to go, rock and roll for Lennar's new community here in Folsom Ranch. Not the one in Russell Ranch, but we're talking the one in Folsom Ranch. Like I said, there's rumors about the pricing. Is it in the 700s? Is it going to be lower than that? I'm not sure. But if anyone can come in with aggressive pricing, I think it could be Lennar. The only thing that we're seeing right now, specifically about the Folsom Ranch area, is with interest rates going down, inventory being low in the resale market, new home prices, even their debut pricing isn't going to be super aggressive because they kind of know they already have a winner in Folsom Ranch, and with low inventory and rates going down, I don't expect to see too many incentives over there as well too. Now, the other communities for a lot of people that maybe have been looking for Toll Brothers, right? Now, Toll Brothers actually has 2 communities they're building alongside their active community over there as well, too. Their active community, Regency, has been a really solid performer for them. It's been hard for us to get our clients in there with really amazingly bottom line incentives, because they kind of know Toll Brothers is kind of like their attitude right now is that if we wait it out, if we keep our inventory on the market, interest rates are going to go down, buyer demand is going to increase, and we can sell these things for what we want to sell them for. So their new 2 communities that aren't active communities are basically out there. The models aren't up there yet. When the models do get released, we will be the first ones out there showing the models for you. But right now, their big one is Regency, which is a plus 55 active community. They have 3 collections out there as well, too. We have them exactly on the channel as well over there, or, the channel basically has them. We showcase the clubhouse. We showcase all the models as well, too. Now, guys, this Toll Brothers new community out here, and I think we have them on the map over here. So let me see. All right, you got Regency right there. And then right behind Regency is where they're building their other communities. Now, these are 2 communities, like I said, by Toll Brothers. They're not active, but they're set to compete with Hidden Ridge. They're not going to be as pricey as Hidden Ridge, but they're still going to be really Toll Brothers quality, really nice homes. And I'm really looking forward to when the models are up. Currently, if you're looking to go to Toll Brothers and you're thinking to yourself, I want to check out their communities in Folsom that aren't active communities, models aren't up just yet. They should be up maybe in about a month and a half. And Lennar's community, as far as our new community, I'm not sure when the models are up as well too, or KB's communities. But the second the models are up, we'll get out there and we'll show you a little bit about what's going on in Folsom Ranch. So let's narrow it down a little bit. If you're someone who's looking for a primary home, you want to get into Folsom because of school's location, and you realize that Folsom is a great spot to live, I would say for a first-time home buyer, go to Canterley, go to Lariat. We can assist you with it. Give us a call, and we can talk to you, answer any questions you have regarding builders, pros and cons, solar lease versus purchase, all that kind of fun stuff. We do that with all our clients. Now, if you're someone who wants a bigger home, you're probably going to be looking at something maybe about the Lone Star or maybe a Taylor Morrison Legends collection. I would say also, as far as I know, Beazer Oakwood doesn't build over 3,000 square feet. Beazer stays somewhere in the mid 2000s, and that competes directly with Eastwood out there too. As far as builders, they're all pretty amazing, and you're all going to get a pretty nice house. I will say one thing though, as far as being resale, Taylor Morrison definitely does have that name, and so does Toll Brothers. But Beazer makes a great product, and so does TriPoint, and you really need to go out there and do a little bit of the Pepsi challenge between the models. Like I said, the models that we're going to be showcasing you on the other channel, you definitely need to check out. If you have any questions, guys, this is Mark. So this is a little bit about Folsom Ranch 2024. Like I said, as far as schools go, man, the elementary school is amazing out there too. Then all of a sudden you got a new middle school that's going to be built. Another elementary school, another high school. You got commercial. You got Dignity Health that already has a presence out there. It's just going to be a crazy community, a fun community to live in. A lot of people are banking on it. Now, one thing to note before we go, apartments. There are apartments being built on Mangini. It's just something to take account of. So if you're driving through, look at the apartments. Rents are going to be probably around $2,000. So they're not going to be kind of like cheaper apartments. They're going to be something that goes along with the area. Folsom, actually regulations were passed that they needed to put some affordable housing and apartments in there as well too. So those happened maybe about 6 months ago. And so definitely check those out. I think they're on Mangini. I'm not 100% sure, but that's definitely something to take note of. As far as HOAs, like I said, some of the communities have them, some don't. Lariat does not have them. Canterley does have them. Taylor Morrison does not have them. Toll Brothers does have them. So this is something we can assist you with and tell you exactly what the Mello-Roos looks like, what the HOAs look like. As far as we know, right now, there's no community building in the Folsom Ranch area that does not have Mello-Roos. Okay guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. This is Folsom Ranch in Folsom, California in the greater Sacramento area. These are all the new home communities and all the new models available to be seen. And during the course of the video, we put info cards right there so you can click on them and actually see the models for yourself. Now, after you've done that, if you have any questions about the area, about the various communities or builders, please feel free to reach out to my team. We'd love to talk to you regarding anything you have on your brain regarding new homes in Folsom Ranch in Folsom, California. Now, I go live every 5:30 on Wednesday on this channel regarding the Sacramento real estate market, Folsom, El Dorado Hills, Rockland, Roseville, you name it, and we cover it. So bring any questions you have to Wednesday at 5:30 on this channel, because our live shows are really where you can get all your questions answered right away, and it's really a good spot to do it. Now, guys, my name's Mark with the Mark McDonough team at Coldwell Banker Realty. Like I said, you have any questions, you know where to find me. Until next video, this is Mark. Guess what, guys? The video just ended. But don't worry, we have more videos just like that one right over there. And if you missed that red subscribe button during the course of the video, we got you covered right there. Hit that subscribe button. We promise to bring you some amazing content. We won't let you down. Now, if you're looking for a team in the Sacramento metro area to work with, we'd love to talk to you one-on-one. We always include a Zoom link down below, so book a time where we can talk to you a little one-on-one, find out exactly what your real estate needs are.